Hello out there, welcome to this channel for all you demon slayers who are looking to slay some demons. I am here with a general tarot card reading. That means that this is timeless, it could be past, present, future. I am working with pre-shuffled card decks. Captivating the world is what comes out first. I just want to give a shout out to the universe for providing these messages for us, allowing us an opportunity to learn and grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to everybody who has shown up to learn, to share. We have Lost and Found in reverse. We have structure and stability. And then we have two coming out, so I'm going to take them. We have setting fires in reverse. And then we have monkey see, monkey do in reverse. Safety in the reverse. We have ethics in the reverse. We have ghost. That'll work, okay. Hope everyone's day has found them well, wherever and whenever this hits you. Hope everyone's in good spirits. If not, maybe just working towards those good spirits. We have entrapment in the reverse. Cool. Sorry, I'm just thinking about which deck to use. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles out first for our tarot. We have Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. Alright, and the Knight of Cups. Alright, I do want to do another line with our Angel Tarot real quick before I speak on anything. I will say this much right here. I am getting a I'm getting a copycat energy, but it's not so tied up in karma. Like, it's not harming anyone else. It's just hindering this person, okay? Page of Cups is out. We have the Star here. Right behind that, we have the Two of Swords reversed. Oh, that's good. All right. One more, please. All right, let's just stick to one card, please. Just one. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. right, so here's what I'm getting, you guys. See, is this masculine or feminine? So this lesson we learn is for everybody, right? But I think particularly for the story, I'm getting a feminine energy, a young feminine energy. That's what it feels like. All right. So if captivating the world next to lost and found reverse, structure and stability, setting fires in reverse, and monkey see, monkey do reverse. All right. So don't take anything offensively that I'm telling you. Okay. If it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. Great. All right. But somebody here in this energy, like I said, I don't feel like it's totally karmic and bad and nasty. But somebody has gotten into a habit of just copying off of other people. All right, the way it's presenting to me, it's like somebody who wants to be creative, but they're not connecting with themselves. They're not trusting themselves. They're not trusting their imagination. They don't think that anything that comes from them is going to be of value. Instead, they're kind of just looking around at the people that they admire, and they're trying to like pull pieces from them and put it together to form something that she thinks is hers, but it's not. So it's kind of like that fine line in art and music and movies where, you know, like on YouTube, you can't get away with showing a clip of something if you don't have the rights to do so. But there is like, they will allow you to show it if it has to be altered so much. Like you have to change it. Like you have to have a radically different story if you're going to use something from it. Like it cannot be the same story. It can't present itself the way that it is. Like you have to mix it enough. You have to have enough of your own outside creation, outside imagination infused into it. Otherwise, you're just going to be accused of copyright infringement type of deal, you know? So, for you, young lady, okay, because look at that, safety and ethics in the reverse. You're going to put yourself at danger. So all the stuff that you're putting together and you're feeling proud of, if you were to present this and try to make money off of this, you're going to end up owing other people money. It is too close to the exact things that other people are doing. You can't just take clips and copy and paste. You can't. Because all of it came from other people. None of it came from you. And it's right next to ghost and entrapment in the reverse. All right, you're going to remain a ghost if you keep at it this way. Entrapment reverse is just telling me that you haven't gotten in trouble so far, at least not so bad that you owe somebody money yet. Yet. Okay, again, this is going to be you. It's going to be your decision how you choose to move forward. You can find offense in what I'm saying and ignore me all you want, or you can take control and do something about it before you get your ass in some hot fire. You know what I mean? You have the ability to captivate the world with your own magic, with your own imagination. You have that capability. But it's lost to you right now. It's lost. Okay? The structure and stability that you think you've got it's been built off the backs of other people. Of people who were brave enough to pull out their imagination and share it. You know? The setting fires in reverse just tells me that you're never going to illuminate the world if you just keep putting things out there that are not you. Stop being this monkey see, monkey do. Stop. All right? We have the Nine of Pentacles here with the Two of Pentacles. All right, so you feel, like I said, I'm really not knocking you. We're going to go through this and we're going to give you some advice, and you know what I'm saying. But in the Nine of Pentacles, that is somebody who has what they want, you know, financially, status, whatever, but they're alone. It's superficial. Like that you don't have any serious authenticity about any of the work that you have. There's nothing authentic about it. And it's going to leave you in limbo. It's going to leave you juggling and fighting against other people for your work. And you're going to be confused as hell. If you don't realize this now and you really think that you've got it going on, let me tell you, it's going to come a point where you're going to have to face up to these people, you know, because people, I mean, it's true. If they put in the hard work and they did it and they came up with it, then you have no right. You have no right to just take that. You have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You need to find it in your heart. You need to go in and you need to connect. That's what these cards are here for. If you notice, they're in the upright. So it's not like it's not available to you. It's more than available. You more than have access to it because you have the heart. At the end of the day, no matter what I say, you have the heart. Your heart is in the right place, but it's just something that we got to learn and evolve. All right, because you are the star. You are a star, but you're not loving you as a star for who you are. You really, I can feel that you don't feel like your imagination is good enough. Like your ideas are not good enough. And then part of you is like, well, how do I even access these ideas? Like, I don't understand. You know, I thought that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, you can't just copy and paste what other people are doing. What other people are doing is supposed to inspire you, to motivate you. The inspiration is having a spark of an idea. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to open a YouTube channel, you know, and I see someone else doing something that would be really cool if I could do it, right? Well, I can do it exactly the same way as they do, but then it's their work. It's going to be their energy. That's not my energy. How is anybody going to look at me different? How am I supposed to stand out? You can't stand out. You'll never be able to stand out. If you want to be acknowledged and recognized for your work, then you have to do the work. And the work is going inside, okay? So the way that you connect with the new ideas and things to share and incorporate, all right, once you can find it in yourself where you can align, first off, you have to love yourself. You have to understand the value of yourself. And you have to connect to something greater than you. Once you can do that, and once you can get to a place where you can truly just let your mind wander into whatever space it wants to go to, it's going to open up doors for you. There are going to be lights going off everywhere. Alarms going off everywhere. And it's just going to be, as long as you let that flow, these ideas will continue to come to you. I also suggest that you journal. And don't journal with an intent. Like the journaling I'm talking about is opening up a notebook and just writing BS. Start writing BS. Like it means nothing to you. Like you're not really attached to whatever it is you're saying, and eventually you're going to find yourself doing or drawing something that actually does mean something. That is actually completely unique. Why? Because you didn't restrain yourself. You didn't say, okay, here's the topic, here's the theme, and then when you write, it has to be in this type of structure. You don't have to worry about any of that. That's the freedom, that's the beauty behind this. It's literally being able to allow your imagination to run free. Let yourself doodle. Just doodle. You know how like teachers hated it? Like if you were doing anything in your journal or notebook that was anything besides the assignment, you were reprimanded. You were told no to stop that, okay? Well, this is the place for that, to just doodle. See what comes out. See what your hands want to tell you. You never know what's at the back of your imagination if you don't let it flow. It'll never come forward to the back of your mind if you don't let it flow. Stop blocking yourself. Stop thinking you're not good enough. Stop thinking that you have to be a special person to receive authentic, unique ideas. You don't. The average person, any human being on earth, can access this. We all have the capability of being completely unique amongst everyone. And we are, aren't we? There's nobody else born with our particular set of DNA. There's nobody else born with our fingerprints. There's no one. It's just us individually. If God wanted you to do the same as everyone else, he would have given us all the same fingerprints. Our DNA would be the same across the board if that's how he wanted it. But do you see that? No. So guess what? He doesn't want it. He wants us to connect with our individuality just as much as we need to connect with being whole with other people. It's good to want to be in the middle of all the social interactions. But what is the point if you can't enjoy yourself when you're alone, if you can't understand the power of what you have? What is the point? If you take this time and opportunity to reflect and to make some tweaks and changes, commit to doing something that requires you to get out of your comfort zone creatively. I'm not saying that you can't use prompts and questions and themes to write with and about. Like you can still think and grow from that, right? But when you don't have that, you're inviting more in at one time. So you can really harness a lot of creative ideas and perspectives if you just let your mind, your heart run free. Stop dictating it. If you misspell something, don't go back and don't correct it. Don't correct it. Keep going, okay? Because sometimes I have found in my own writing freedom is that the words that I misspelled, they usually kind of correlate with something else within that page. A picture, a message, something like that. So it's like the universe wanted it to be that way. Your imagination wanted it to be that way. It's not to suggest that you're dumb or you need to pay attention more. No, because that's not the point of the writing. If you needed to pay attention, you would be writing on a prompt. Okay, but we don't have that prompt here. Okay, so if you misspell something, leave it that way. It means something in the bigger picture. It does. And then down here, if you do all of these things, you're going to be successful. You will have supportive people, supportive followers, supportive friends and family, and you'll be known as the star that you are. But stars are unique. They are unique unto themselves, to the world. They are unique. Once you get past this uncertainty, this juggling that you're doing between just copying and pasting and feeling like you don't have something unique and special to offer the world, once you get out of that cycle and you've mended these things, once the uncertainty is gone, then you won't have to work so hard. You see this Three of Pentacles in reverse? You won't have to put out so much physical effort. It's not going to feel so burdensome when you sit at the computer to go type whatever it is. If you're working on a novel, let's say, It's not going to feel so restrictive. You're going to know, you're going to have more confidence in yourself and your imagination. So that when you do have to write something that requires form and structure, now you'll be able to operate the imagination part of your mind and the structure part of your mind to create one grand piece. Okay? Structure, you can take structure from other people. So whatever they're doing, whatever their ideas are, whatever their channels are like, you can take that structure, all right? It's like taking the framework. You can copy and paste that. But what the structure is built from and made from and how it's presented, that needs to be you. It's just like writing. There's a format for when you are writing a personal letter. There's a format for when you're writing a business letter. There's a format for when you're writing a legal letter. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to use those formats, but the contents have to be different. They really need to run strictly on what it is that you're receiving. And yes, every once in a while you're going to have the same idea as someone else. But don't let it be because you saw them and you're like, I'm going to do that. No. It needs to be because it was accidental. Einstein wasn't the only person who came up with the idea of electricity and this and that. He wasn't. This idea was downloaded into multiple people. Okay? But as you can see, not everybody became known for that. There are reasons for that, It's who is going to see this through to the end? Who's going to be in it for the long haul? Who's not going to be afraid of what their friends and family think? Who is going to fail 1,000 times before they make it? Who's willing to go through that and still get up? You know what I'm saying? So even if you were to have a same idea or concept or topic as somebody else, what you say and your delivery is going to be totally different because you got it from inside. You went inside. You connected. You allowed your imagination to run free. So even if it so happens to be the same topic, it's going to be yours, and no one can take that from you. Anybody can speak on the topic of math. Anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. And it's like if you can think about being in school, how you have different teachers and how you can understand some teachers and you just are not connecting with other teachers. Okay, that's kind of the point, is so that once you can get into a unique way of doing things, of doing the things that you want to do and present to the world and create, once you get into that, then you're going to see the people who can't understand the other people that are talking about the same thing. So they'll come to you and they'll be successful with you. It's not to say that you're better than anybody else. You never will be. Just the same, no one else will be better than you. This is about creativity and speaking to people who aren't able to receive the messages through other people. Again, thinking back to the classroom and so forth, you've had some math teachers that you thought were great, and then some that you didn't understand. It's like they were speaking a foreign language. It's not that they were right and wrong in what they were doing, but for you, you required a different way of communicating. So you are beautiful, okay? You're not missing anything, all right? And I'm not telling you any of this because you're doing something wrong. I am just warning you that if you continue on this way without growing yourself, then it may lead to something that is wrong and that requires some kind of consequence that I know you don't want to take on. It's embarrassing. To me, it would be embarrassing to have somebody come against me and you know, like let's say that I posted a video and I got 3 million views out of it, but it wasn't really mine. The contents came from other people. How is it fair that I get all the attention off of that and not the original creator? You know? And if they decide to come at you and you made money off of that, they have the right to take that money back. Just like you. How would you feel if you finally got in the zone of just you and being creative and, you know, and were hugely successful for that? What if somebody came along and was doing the same thing to you? So you had 1 million views that you were working really hard for, and then somebody else took your stuff and they're getting 10 million views? You only have 1 million views. Like, what? So if that's my content, shouldn't I be sharing profits with this person? Yeah. Or not sharing at all. It's your choice. So think about how you would feel if somebody took your stuff and was trying to claim that it was all their hard work. It wouldn't make you feel very good. It wouldn't. And I want you to be stronger in who you are. Have faith in who you are. We are all made unique. We all are capable of anything we want. We're all capable. But you do have to do a little work, and that means going inside and connecting with something higher than you, looking at yourself and seeing your flaws and your weaknesses and working toward correcting them. That way you have something of substance to offer people, not just a copy and paste. You have authenticity. People are forever going to associate you with your work because it's unique to you. It'll never be unique to anyone else, ever. I know you want that, so I encourage you to work towards it because you're here. You have the capability. If you didn't have the capability, I would not be sitting here wasting my breath. If you came out as a karmic energy and you're truly just trying to copy people, I would not be wasting my breath on any of this. Okay, but you have potential. You do have star energy, but you've got to tap into it, and you've got to put some confidence behind it. Stop questioning yourself. Stop looking at other people and what they're doing, and focus on what it is that you can do completely different. Okay? It's all within you. It's all a choice. It's literally a choice. Is it going to be easy? No. It's not. But that's the point. Because the more challenges and obstacles you're faced with, the more diverse your work is going to end up becoming. It's going to not only then be unique, but it's going to have substance to it. Substance that other people can relate to and learn from. So that is it for this reading, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you again to the beautiful energy that has shown up for us this, I want to say this evening, but I don't know what it is where you guys are. And thank you guys again for showing up and sharing your beautiful energy. Hopefully everyone has learned a little something from this reading. So I do encourage you then to like, share, subscribe, comment, because everything helps this channel to grow, and I just want nothing more than that. That would be amazing. Thank you guys, and until the next read, bye.